This is called the Element?
A Honda Element. This is
From Honda.
2008 Honda Element.
Look how small it is. But wait until you see how she fixed this up. I am amazed.
You know what's interesting about the Element is that they only made it from 2003 to 2011.
Okay.
But there's this huge cult following. And so they've really retained their value. And if you just wanted to walk in somewhere and buy one, it would be quite pricey because of the limited amount, I guess, the limited number of them. And so it's, like I said, it's a little cult car.
Okay, let's take a look.
Okay.
One little peek all around, just to give you like a peek show, and then you can go over each little element of your element.
Perfect.
How about that? Check this out. Can you believe she has got all this in this tiny space? This is absolutely amazing.
One of the things that Element owners enjoy is the way the doors open.
Yes.
It's very convenient getting in and out. However, there are no easy reaches to get out in the morning. You have to lean over the seat and then open this and then open that one. And I take advantage of all the little pockets like everyone else. I try to store things I need to get my hands on relatively quickly.
Yes.
One of the things that having been a camper all my life, I knew that I get really frustrated if I can't find where things are. And I have a tendency not to put them back where they belong. So I made myself a concise list of everything that's in here and where it's at. And I've numbered each and every plastic container so that I can find things.
Okay.
That's just a food drawer there, and over there there's some trash bags and that sort of thing. I use a Blue Eddy to power everything, and right now I'm using solar panels to charge it up, and it's running my 46-quart refrigerator here in the front seat. And as far as permanency goes, there's nothing in here that's permanent. No nails, no screws. I could take it all out right now if I chose to.
Now you are semi full-time?
I live full-time in a Class A, but I travel in my Honda, and I've gone out just this past summer. I went out for 50 days, just in the Element. I did a lot of BLM, free camping, and every so often I'd stop in the KOA campground, you know, for showers and laundry and that sort of thing. And I've also stayed at Cracker Barrel and that, so try to take advantage of much free camping as I can. So, well, I guess in here I'll have you lean in, Elaine, and show there's a bookcase that I modified so it wasn't so tall, and then a 2-drawer nightstand which I took the legs off of.
Yeah, let's see that nightstand.
Sure.
It's a regular nightstand. She took the legs off.
Yeah, I took the legs off. I have a little thing to keep it from going open.
Okay.
And then I just have my clothes in there.
Yeah. And then you stick that there.
That keeps it from sliding open when we're going down the road.
That beats a bungee cord, doesn't it? But you do have bungee cords on here. And the way that she did this was very unique. She crossed small ones so she can still get to everything.
Yeah. If it's raining or cold, I can get to my coffee pot. That's the main thing I like to be able to get to. But also there's, you know, there's snacks and such, breakfast bars and such, if I just can't go out first thing in the morning. The pegboard idea, I looked and looked online, and I really didn't see a lot of pegboard use, but I thought, gosh, that would be really handy for me. And so there's a little cubby hole there, and I just have it braced. Yeah. It's not connected. It's not screwed in.
I've seen a pegboard like similar to this at IKEA, and they have a bunch of different things that you can add to that.
Everything you could imagine you could find from a pegboard. It was amazing. I keep toiletries and my shower bags in there, so if I want to jump and go to the shower, I just grab that bag, and so that's what I use that for. My iPad, which I couldn't live without.
And you have more storage up in here.
Up here is just things I like to get my hands on at night. This is my pills, and I have a little jacket, and I have a laundry bag. And then I have a CPAP, which I tuck in here.
Okay.
And try to protect it with this towel. I hope I'm doing good. And then the hose and mask I keep in a plastic bag to kind of keep it clean.
Now, I thought that you did something very unique that I hadn't seen before as far as your bed build.
Oh, yeah. This was not my idea. I found it online, but it's a 1/2-inch plywood that I covered with indoor-outdoor carpet. And then there's a a flange here and a flange there. And then the couplers just screw right into the flange. And I was able to adjust the height because when I first made it, I wasn't able to sit up. And so I took 1 inch off, and then I wanted to still leave enough room for my containers. So that worked nice. I just took a hacksaw and cut the PVC down. And
now, how many legs are on it total?
there's 2 in the back, 3 in the center, and 2 in the front here.
Okay. So total, that would be what?
7. Yeah, 7.
7.
Right, yeah. And there's one in the center that I originally put it there and it wasn't quite where I wanted it. So I put another one in. I really wouldn't need 3 in the center, but I just didn't take the other one off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could get away with 6 probably?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and the flanges are the most expensive thing of all. But they're really nice and they really give a solid end to it.
And it's nice because they're easy to cut.
Yes.
And you can adjust the height because a lot of times in a vehicle, the floor is uneven.
Oh,
I know it is in a minivan, it's uneven.
Yeah.
So these would be easy to cut for anybody with just a hacksaw, would you say? Or
yeah, a hacksaw is all you need.
and then you have
Okay, and then
pillow?
this was a full 6 foot long 6-inch bed, and I'm only 5'3", so I thought, well, I don't need all that. So I took an electric knife, like you ladies said yesterday, and I cut it, and then sewed up the end for the 2 big pieces, and then this little piece I just put in a pillowcase because I like to be able to get to those jigsaw puzzle there and my atlas here. So there's nice little places to store things.
You have this hooked up to how?
Yeah, it's there's solar panels in the back here that is powering it or charging it, and then I have my refrigerator plugged in there.
Portable solar panels?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And what's nice is the Blue Eddy, the 800 Blue Eddy, lay your phone down on that and don't have to plug it in, which I like.
And I see you have your portable commode here. Yeah, your toilet. Okay.
Yeah. And I have a clam, one of those pop-up tent type things. And so when I get to someplace where I'm going to be more than one night, I'll set it up and then I put the toilet in there. And it's easier to dress in there, frankly, because I can't stand up in here. And shower, I have a shower that goes in there and so on and so forth.
And what is in your rooftop?
Okay, up here, well, when I'm going down the road, the clam is folded and up in here.
Okay.
I also have charcoal. I have the horse pellets for the toilet up in here.
Okay.
A shovel, an air compressor in case I get a flat or get stuck or something.
Camp chair?
No, the camp chair, when I'm going down the road, I just sit here.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I always use it. So
Yeah.
when I'm not driving, I'm sitting in it. So,
Okay.
yep. And I have this wonderful ladder that takes me up to my up to the overhead storage because, like I said, I'm only 5'3", and for safety's sake, I like to be on a good sturdy ladder.
And that just sets in there as
It's
well.
right here. I'll show you.
Okay.
Another nice thing about the Element is it has this little table, sort of.
Very nice, like a truck bed
Yeah,
would have it.
Exactly. And so when I'm going down the road, I put the ladder here,
Okay.
and the solar panels, they fold up into one. They go here.
Okay. How many watts is your solar
This
panel?
is 200 watts.
200, and it powers your 800.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll be charged fully if we keep having this nice sun
Yeah.
by evening. Okay, so again, there's my labeled container. And back behind there, there's just a little foldable toolbox.
Okay.
And I gotta have my tools. And this I made just because I was planning a 50-day journey. I wanted to end up here in South Dakota, my home state, and help take my granddaughter to college.
Oh.
But in the meantime, I went all around here.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it was wonderful, and I collected little things. So this is kind of a keepsake for me.
Tell us about this piece of wood.
Well, it was just the normal back to the bookcase.
And did you need to slice it in half, or was it already cut?
You mean it because it does this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was already like that.
It was already cut, okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to tack it into the back of the bookcase and like that. But I thought, that would work.
So now that allows you to access your items
Everything from here.
Your kitchen.
Yep, I've got condiments, spices, flour, pasta, crackers, and that sort of thing there. And then on the inside there, I had that one container that had all the canned goods. Now, and my single burner stove goes here. I have it over on the
There's a
picnic table.
place for everything. I love it. You have utilized this space so well.
Well, thank you.
So well. Now, I know one thing that I don't see is a table for inside. Are you not cooking inside?
If I'm going to cook inside, I use the commode and this. So that's my table.
That works.
Yeah, and like I said, I mentioned, if it's raining or cold, I'll make a pot, or not a pot, but a cup of coffee in there, and then I'll eat a breakfast bar or something. I don't really go all out frying eggs and bacon inside the camper, but I'd be able to spend 2-3 days, in there without starving to death.
Yeah.
I was camping up at Alabama Hills in February, and it was below freezing.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I still managed just fine. I would, like I said, I'd have the cup of coffee in there, wait for the sun to come out, put a coat on, and then I was fine. This is very well insulated too, and then I have these little guys in the windows. It's just reflecting.
Reflectix, okay. Yeah.
Tape and then on the outside, one side's the color, the other side's just black.
Now, do you normally keep that up all the time and then just use your side view mirrors, or?
Yes, this stays up.
Most of the time?
To put in and out, so I've just gotten so used to just using my mirrors.
Okay, and you don't miss having that back window?
No, and I drive the Class A, and I have to rely on my windows.
Okay.
I can't see out the back. So I've gotten pretty used to it.
Yeah.
Pretty used to it.
Well, I think you did a beautiful job.
And
very well organized.
Over on this side, I just have another container, and this is extension cords in case I'm lucky to have some power. And then this is my fridge.
Yeah.
And it's a refrigerator freezer, but I just use a refrigerator plug.
Okay.
It has a nice light on it. There's dinner. Very
nice, and that's pretty large. But they've utilized this space very well in here. May I see it?
Yeah, sure. And I picked this model because it was the only one that would
look at that
fit and not.
That's all space in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of food in there. Don't think I'll ever eat it all. At least I hope not.
You
but anyway, see, the shifter is here.
Oh yeah.
So I couldn't get most of them are 28 inches long.
Oh, okay.
But I found this one at 26 and it just fit. It's a set power model.
Set power, okay.
Yeah.
Can you go from your front seat to your back?
I could.
Squeeze through
yeah, because
there,
I always take the headrest off. So I can get in there at night if I absolutely have to.
Let's take a look.
I break my CPAP, but if I have to, I'm going.
I see. Okay. Oh yeah, there really is plenty of room.
Well, yeah, it is not something I do on a regular basis, but like I said, if I had to, I would.
You could.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
That's about all I can think of to tell you.
Yeah. So what got you into camping?
I'm from the Black Hills of South Dakota. My family camped through the summer, almost every weekend. I love camping. I've had a fifth wheel, a Class C, a pop-up, now a Class A, and I've been a tent camper too. And now I'm a Honda camper.
Mm-hmm.
So I really experienced it all.
Do you have a favorite? Or does it just depend on what adventure you're going to go on?
I think the one I haven't had, I think is going to be my favorite. I want to stand up Class B. And you know what? Let me take that back. I don't need it built out.
Okay.
I just want a stand-up van, and I'll build it out the way I like it. I don't need holding tanks. I don't need... there's so much in a Class B that I really don't need. But
Wow.
I would camp, just like I do camp in this, but I'd be able to stand up in the van.
Well, you know what I'm thinking about.
I
I'm thinking about putting a top on mine. I wonder if they would even make them for this.
They make the e-camper, you know, the tent that folds up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, down in San Diego, there's a group of fellas that...
So you're thinking about it, huh?
Well, I'm going to a van.
Yeah, you would get a van. Yeah.
But, I mean, I've thought about it, but you know what? That tent that goes up like that is mainly for a bed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for the opportunity to stand up.
Yeah. Nice.
You know, this past month, I've had the clam, and I'm thinking, you know, that's really quite convenient and pretty much fulfills what I'm looking for.
Exactly.
Because I put it right here. I put a tarp up here, so I just walk right into my other room.
Right.
You know, when I get up in the morning.
So where do you mostly camp? Are you a campground camper? Do you like to stealth camp on
I've never stealth camped.
Okay.
I mean, I told you the other day I stayed at a Cracker Barrel, but I don't consider that because I went in and asked permission and stuff.
Okay.
But to just park on the street, I've never done that. I would if I had to, but I just haven't. I love BLM land, you know, and national forests. But every now and then I'll stay at a campground just to take advantage of the facilities. But what I've really discovered in my journeys this past year is that I tend to get a little lonely and love to have some companionship from time to time. That's part of what your group has offered me this weekend. You know, it's just a chance. I can be just fine here all day long, but come evening, I love to join the campfire and just hear all the tales and the stories and such.
Yeah.
So I have hooked up with your group, and then I'm also with the Hawa Women's Caravan.
Yep. Home on Wheels Alliance.
And I've been, and it's been very rewarding, because what's beautiful about all of you is you allow us our own space. If I didn't want to come over and have pizza today, that'd have been fine. But if I wanted to, I could.
Yeah.
And that's delightful.
We're down there as a group of us still hanging out over there. We're all camped.
Isn't that beautiful?
We got individual campsites this time and not a group campsite.
Yeah.
But wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing this with my viewers. I know they're going to love it.
Oh.
And you've given people hope and ideas.
Thanks, Elaine.
And that's what it's all about. Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much.